Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Shout Out Saturday. This is episode number 3. And as you're going to see on the board, there's some channels I want to talk about. Before I talk about those channels, we're going to talk about this main channel right here. Look at that tight sticker. It's actually a decal. It's actually a car decal. So I'm going to try and get that converted to sticker status so I can save me some money. But anyway, so what we're going to talk about is, like I've told you in the previous 2 episodes, on this side, these are some channels I've been following a little bit longer. These are some of the newer channels I have discovered, and all 10 of these channels I do really appreciate and enjoy, watching their content. So anyway, Kinfolk Farm, I like talk about this channel. I remember watching. Part of this is going to be somewhat scripted. I do have some of their about information, but I'm going to tell you what I try and remember about, each channel, and I have a habit of saying things of that nature in every video. So things of that nature for Kinfolk Farms. But I remember he did a video a while back where he was working on a dock, trying to prepare this dock, and I remember he had a German Shepherd running around, and I just like that was right then, he just captured my heart. I was like, this is a guy that, he's on point with things I want to follow. So what I'm going to tell you about Kinfolk Farm is I'm prepping this. I prepped the notes I'm reading to you on Wednesday, June 15th. And I'm doing this video on June 16th, which is Thursday. This will debut on Saturday. So most of the data is going to be correct within, a couple minor specifications. But anyway, so Kinfolk Farm has 7.52 thousand subscribers. They have 634 plus videos. They're located in Georgia. Really cool dude. I mean, that guy, I haven't watched all their videos, so I'm sure he's featured different family members, but the one thing that sticks in my mind is him always having a smile, having a positive attitude. I do believe he's also like a truck driver. I could be wrong on that, but I do believe he does something in the trucking industry. So anyway, I'm going to read his about section. Like I said, he's located in Georgia. So this is what they have in their about section on their YouTube page. We moved to Woodbury, Georgia in 2016 in search of a quieter, better life. We always had a love for muscadines and decided to grow a few rows for ourselves and our family, along with raising our own egg layers, meat, birds, and pigs. Our few rows of muscadines soon turned into over 300 plants. What we once considered a hobby farm has now become a true farm that will open to the public in the next 1 to 2 years. We share our story through our YouTube vlog. With the support of the family, the support of the YouTube family, we're seeing our dreams come true. I'm sorry, I kind of got a little tongue-tied there. But anyway, so some of these channels, I know I'm probably going to be guilty of this in the future. I think some of these channels do not update their about page regularly, but that could be on point. I don't know. I think they probably have a larger, broader message to share nowadays. But so anyway, so that is one channel I really like. Them. I mean, I have this thing about me, like it's I call it like a gut instinct. And when you just see this gentleman talk and the things he does around his little farm and stuff like that, you can tell he's definitely down to earth, good people. So with that being said, I appreciate Kinfolk Farm, and I hope everybody can run over there, subscribe to them, check them out. If you want to tell them Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors sent you, that's fine too. If you just want to tell them, they're doing a good job, you love German Shepherds, whatever you want to tell them, they do good stuff. So anyway, now we're going to move on to number 2. Is this kind of cracks me up. I love this lady for her simplicity and like the things she does, and then her name also translates into an acronym, and so it's Journey Along with Shannon. So a lot of people refer to her as Jaws. So I just think that's so cool. I mean, like she's just a down to earth individual. Her husband Roger, real nice guy, and just just they just basically just kind of share their lives. I wouldn't say they don't have like one specific genre that they're out there sharing with the world, but I'm going to read her about page. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Shannon and basically even though her channel is called Journey Along with Shannon, it basically should be Journey Along with Shannon and Roger. Hopefully I got the right name there. It wasn't like Mike or Billy Bob or something like that. But anyway, so pretty sure it's Roger. So she has 1.26 thousand subscribers. She at this viewing time, she has 387 plus videos. She's located in Texas. So when I'm talking about these channels tonight, I'm not going to give everybody's email address and mailing address and stuff like that just for time saving reasons. But anyway, so I'm going to read to you Shannon's her about page description about her channel on YouTube. So it says, my channel is about my life that may include cooking, traveling, crafting, and more. My motto is live life one day at a time. If you want to contact me, blah, blah, she mentions all the email address and stuff like that. And then different address. This is funny. I wanted to tell Shannon this. I know she's on vacation, so I haven't really, bothered her or disturbed her or anything. But I will say her P.O. box is in Golden, Texas. I think it should be renamed Golden, Texas. Anyways, so then at the end, she has a closing salutation that says, thank you, my dear friends, for joining my journey through life. Much love to all. Really cool lady. Right now they're vacationing. I think they're like a little bit all over like the South, and I think they were in Louisiana and Mississippi and stuff like that. So they have some type of RV or fifth wheel or something going on. They're living the life I want to live, and when I watch them, I'm happy for them, but I also get depressed because like, oh man, these people living my life. But anyway, go check out Jaws, Journey Along with Shannon, and you'll really appreciate it. Even though when I talk about some of the numbers of these subscribers, like it's all different type people, like all different levels, and just some people just treat it as a hobby and do it for fun. Some people treat it as business, but I know Shannon, she enjoys what she does, and she definitely does good work. So I would definitely suggest you follow her. So now I want to move on to 5M Homestead, and those people. It's kind of funny, but like I kind of like had followed them a little bit off and on, and I never followed them like real hard. It's like kind of like, I guess you could say I'm like in the confessional right now, but I have watched them, and it's funny because the husband, when you see him like on screen sometimes, like he's kind of like me because I do the same thing. Like when you see like the initial, whatever you're going to call the thumbnail, he looks like he's about to whoop your behind, like he always look. I'm like, oh my God, So anyway, he does crack me up. But then when you listen to the content, you realize, man, this guy's like squared away. He's got his stuff going on. But I'm going to tell you about a little bit of 5M Homestead. They have 11.4 subscribers, and when I did the data on the research, which was last night, and I picked up this information today from my printer. They had 410 videos out, so they're doing pretty good. I think that's a pretty good ratio, and so I'm going to read about their about page. I know they're in Texas, and I think they have about 1 acre or maybe 1+ acres or so. But I'm going to read their about page and kind of, give you a little insight. I hope you go over there and subscribe to them. Really good people to follow. And even though the husband kind of looks intimidating, he's down there squared out guy. So anyway, this is their about page. Howdy. We are the Mathis family. Our channel is about homesteading, farming, and all things outdoors. So I'm going to stop that about page thing. I'm assuming 5M means there's like 5 members of the Mathis family. I don't know, but I'm going to go back to reading their about page. It says, we live in Fort Worth on a small 1-acre farm. We have had chickens and a garden and have been living in the homestead lifestyle for several years. We enjoy camping, hunting, and fishing. We are active outdoor family. We also run a small part-time taxidermy business that has grown a lot in the last few years. I'm sorry, I don't have the greatest lighting when I'm reading this off my clipboard, so I apologize. So I know I sound like I'm illiterate, but I'm trying to get the better light. I'm trying to give you the better lighting for the board here. But so they said, we look forward to sharing our lives through our YouTube this year. We have several projects we will share with you in our daily lives. So they're really cool people. I've it's funny, like you can have your impression of a YouTube channel just based on like an image or whatever you think. But, once you watch these people, you're going to fall in love with them. They're really cool people. They're just doing good things, I just watched a video today where they were talking about a planter that I think they were sponsored by a company, or I don't know if they ordered it or sponsored, but basically how you can do these different designs on this planter. And basically the concept of the video that they did was that you don't have to be like a full-time homesteader. You can do it on your patio and all these different types of things. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to move on to the next channel I want to talk about, and that is Wild Wonderful Off Grid. These numbers with these people just blow my mind. I mean, like, I watch these videos that they do, and they're like it's such like 120% professional content. I don't know how people can get that kind of, I mean, I know people have access to different things and monetary different situations, but they do great work. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you why I'm like getting tongue tied here, because these numbers just blow my mind. Wild Wonderful Off Grid has 1.01 million subscribers and only 306 videos. I mean, and they're located in West Virginia, and they're putting out like tremendous content like that people are really interested into. So I know that like Off Grid and those type of channels, that they're real popular nowadays. I know they're going to get more like notoriety, but if my math is correct, it was just kind of blew my mind. They gained 3,267 subscribers per video. That's like 3,267 subscribers per video on average. If I did my math correctly, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but that just blows my mind. But anyway, so I'm just going to read their about page, and like I said, I don't know if all of these about pages have been, always updated, but I'm just going to read what I have printed out. So it just says, we are a couple who are building our own home from the ground up in the mountains of West Virginia. After living near the city our entire lives, we finally decided to sell it all, pack up our 3 kids, and live in an RV on our 73 acres while building our own debt-free off-grid house and learn to live a more self-reliant life. As of 2022, we are officially living outside our self-built A-frame home. We are officially living inside our self-built A-frame home. I'm getting all tongue-tied here, sorry. And like I said, the lighting's not the greatest. And the beginning stages of designing the bedroom wing. We are also embarking on a new business venture of building unique Airbnbs. So that's really cool I mean, like when you watch their videos, I kid you not, like every time you watch one of their videos, like it looks like even when they have a bad day, you don't even notice it. Like they just keep on moving on. I don't know how to describe it, but very cool couple. I just love what they do out there. It's just like, So with that being said, I'm going to move on to this next channel. It's called Fishing and Stuff. This guy, he is so funny, but he's very informative, very informative. And Fishing and Stuff has 182,000 subscribers and 155 videos at the time of this, video. And he's located in North Carolina. And I've watched so many of his videos. He cracks me up. He's like, he always starts. He's definitely, he could make a living in comedy. But he's very informative, and he has a lot of knowledge. And due to all his subscribers, people send him tips all the time on how to do different fishing hacks. He figures them out himself. I'm very jealous of this man because he has a fully stocked workshop with every tool in the world. So when you watch some of his hacks, I mean, he's going to tell you, yeah, you pull this thing out, you pull it, and you make that. It's like, it's great, but a little schmuck like me that doesn't have all those tools, sometimes you can't do all those fishing hacks. But it's definitely very informative, and it makes you think in a different dynamic. So he does a really good job. So I'm just going to read. He doesn't have a whole lot to say in his about page, but just basically says, "Hi, I live in North Carolina. I love to fish and make stuff. That's where the name originates from, Fishing and Stuff. I have some great DIYs that will save you money. I am always posting more, so subscribe and enjoy." He's definitely he's a good guy to watch. And I'm pretty sure I've seen him. It's ironic because I remember seeing his face in some videos. There's a lot of catfish channels out there and stuff like that. I know I've seen him in some of those catfish channels with other people, so I know he's pretty well connected in the fishing community. So I'm going to move on to the next. And these are some of the older channels that these are some of the newer channels. These were some of the older channels. So anyway, I just started watching this YouTube page, and these folks, they just, oh my God, when I watch them, I light up like a Christmas tree. They're so cool. They call themselves the Old Couple Outdoors, and predominantly, they're on the water, and from all the videos I've seen, they do a lot of crabbing. They'll do some fishing, and I don't know the gentleman's name, but the wife's name, her name is Joyce. The husband does all the videoing and editing, so he's always referring to her as Joyce, and it is his wife and everything. But she's like Martha Stewart in the kitchen. I mean, she just gets after it. But her videos are so detail oriented. It's amazing. She'll show you every ingredient. They break it down step by step, and they do a really good job. But like I said, they do a lot of crabbing. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. They have 1.02 thousand subscribers, 82 videos at the time of this videoing. They sound like they're from up north, but I think they have retired to the south in Florida, or they may be seasonal. I wasn't able to confirm that 100%, but I know they do a lot of crabbing and stuff like that down here in Florida. But so when I say I think they're from up north, they sound like they're either from like Pennsylvania, Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, somewhere in that area region. That's what they sound like to me, because I kind of know those accents from that area, but I'm not pinpointing that on them. But all right, so now I'm gonna move on to Southern Salt. This is kind of like a I don't know how to say this, but this guy, he impresses me so much because this guy, his video content is really I'm gonna say on point, and he does all these different things. This is a true confession. Like, I'm gonna keep it to you real on this channel. I'm never gonna BS you or anything like that. He does a lot of kayak fishing, and just I'm almost 60, and just being in a cramped kayak, that's kind of not my thing. But I know that's very popular nowadays. So a lot of his content is what I'm trying to say. It has to do a lot with kayak fishing, but he does a lot of other videos. He'll teach you how to like remove rust from tools with vinegar, and Coca-Cola versus vinegar to remove rust, and like all kinds of things. Like he's really good at doing recipe videos, and I know he likes to do a lot of redfish recipes. So that's a guy you definitely want to check out. And in doing my research, I wasn't 100% able to pinpoint where he is, but I'm pretty confident he's right there at the Florida-Alabama line. So he's right there. He's right there in that region. I know. I just watched the video he was doing fishing in Pensacola and stuff like that. So I think he's right. Now I'm trying to double check my memory here. I think he's right around Pensacola area, right in that region. But anyway, I said Alabama. My geography could be off a little bit there, but anyway, I know he's right in that region. But really good channel to watch. So he doesn't say much in his about. So I'm just going to tell you, he just says Gulf Coast fishing for inshore, offshore, and freshwater species. I do know that his cover page, what he mentions is that he does trips, tips, and tutorials on his channel. And like I said earlier, he does a lot of kayak fishing. So he's definitely a channel you want to follow if you're into that type of thing. And then so this next one, number 3. Oh my gosh, this you don't know how much this reminds me of my grandmother. This lady is an Italian lady, but my grandmother, she was French, and like she came straight from France, and she worked over in the United States as a chef for some very prominent, wealthy people in Philadelphia. And this lady kind of looks like my grandmother, and like just something, her accent's a little bit different, but it's like an accent, and she just really gets after it in the kitchen. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of speed this up because I think this video might cut me off after a certain period of time. But her bon appetit is a French saying, but this lady's last name is Petiti. So she kind of took that famous saying and converted it into her channel name. So this really blows my mind. And when I talked to you about some of the numbers earlier, I didn't even do the numbers on this one, but she has 952,000 subscribers. She only has 107 videos, and she's located in New Jersey. That just blows my mind. The subscriber to video ratio just blows my mind. But so I'm going to read her about page. It says the channel name of Bon Appetiti is a pun combining the phrase Bon Appetito with Gina's last name, Petiti. Gina was born in 1935 in Veneto, Italy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, but anyway, she said it's a province of Foggia in Puglia region. Gina enjoys making food for her family in the same old-fashioned ways as she was taught by her mother and her grandmother in Italy, and also new things she has subsequently learned from family and friends in the U.S. She also enjoys gardening and being an active member of her church. She has a cookbook that is on Amazon, and it's titled Cooking with Grandma Jeannie. So Gina, excuse me, not Jeannie, Gina. I apologize. I'm going to repeat that. Cooking with Grandma Gina. So that's on Amazon. Really cool. I'd love to see that lady get to 1 million subscribers. I know my mom was born in 33 and she's 88. So this lady is born in 35. So this lady's like 86. It'd be so cool to see her get to 1 million. And I don't know how YouTube pays, but it would be really cool to see that be part of her retirement plan, hitting up 1 million. Anyway, so now I want to move on to another channel, Full Blown Country. And this is a true confession, another true confession here during this, this shout out. I kind of knew about them a little bit previously. Like most of this stuff I followed on my personal page, and now I'm doing more stuff on my business page, which is right up here, Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. But so some of these things, like especially these last two, I more have followed them on my business page than my personal page. So I'm kind of including them in the new. I've heard of these other channels. I just never really did much research or follow them until recently. So Full Blown Country, he's in Texas. Real nice guy. I watched a video today where he did he was putting T-posts in for a fence, and he also did a flag raising ceremony on his shop, his barn, whatever you want to call it, and that was pretty cool. He did that for Flag Day, so he did honor the flag on Flag Day, and it made me proud because I also did a Flag Day video. So he has 177 subscribers. He has like 90 plus videos. He, like I said earlier, I think I said he's located in Texas. So I'm going to mention one thing real quick, and then I'm going to read his about page. And friends of mine, Aileen, I'm always pronouncing that wrong. Aileen, welcome to my kitchen. She just did. She does these things now. They're called signature dishes, and she just did one for Full Blown Country. So if you want to watch another cool channel and check out a cool recipe, go to Aileen, welcome to my kitchen, to see the signature dish she did for Full Blown Country. Very cool, very cool. So now I'm going to go to their about section, and it just says Full Blown Country, and they also go by FBC, is a channel dedicated to just living life. It's meant to bring laughter, DIY projects around the property, being a friend to all who enjoy and all involved, and just being me. I'm open-minded and no judgment, passed on any type, one kind of guy. So absolutely no drama here. Respect all, courtesy all. And so basically that's kind of like his message. He's just like this. He's kind of like I would say an average Texan, just like, don't mess with Texas and they're not going to mess with you. So anyway, so now I'm going to move on to this last one here. It's Paragon Ridge Ranch. And once again, that is another channel that I knew of previously. Another confession, I really didn't follow them or research them too hard, but now I know more about them. I've started to follow them. I kind of started to follow them a little bit more when they did the feed store. That's kind of like when I really started to dig in deep. Really cool family, and they're located in Oklahoma, and they have 13.9 thousand subscribers and 413 plus videos. When I say plus videos, because it could change by Saturday when this is released. Like I said, they're in Oklahoma. I know the Crockers go out there and visit them. They do. I think they've only had their feed store for 2 or 3 months, and they do something once a month. I believe it's on a Saturday, where it's basically like open to everybody come, sell and swap, their livestock, or do whatever they want to do. It's kind of like an outdoor type flea market for the farming and homesteading community. That's pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to read their about page. It says, welcome to Paragon Ridge Ranch. We have decided to take our homesteading to a whole new level in 2019. We moved from a 5-acre home close to the city and onto a hunting property about an hour away. We now live in a mountain in Winchester, Oklahoma. We have built a barn dominium, a barn, livestock, poultry, orchards, and they're just going to talk about that. And then it just says our family loves to hunt and fish, practice good land management skills. It says thank you for watching our page and stuff like that. Like all these channels that I've mentioned, I didn't include their email address or any contact information or mailing address, but you can go to them. But I will say one thing, like I've been a huge follower of. I like to consider myself that I know a little bit about marketing and what a good logo is and stuff like that. And I will tell you, this Paragon Ridge Ranch, they probably have one of the best logos in the business I've seen. I just got this created by somebody else. I kind of like it. It's not 100% what I want, but as a starter channel, I'm okay with it to get started with. But the Paragon Ridge Ranch logo it's 100% spot on. So anyway, that's it for today, folks. And go out and give these people some love, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.